So what does it look like to shine your true self? It's to be your authentic you. You show up, you have self-worth, and you're okay about expressing yourself in your clothing, in your language, in who you are. You're okay to show up and express yourself. Number 2, you live your values. You're able to say yes to some things you love, no to the things that you don't love. You understand what would be something attractive to you and what would be something you would never want to do. You enjoy your life. You have energy, time, and money with boundaries around them, so you're not just spending willy-nilly, and your time isn't given to everybody. You actually control those things, and you do things that are aligned to you. Okay? Number 3, you have purpose and drive. And that means that you're organized and you have direction and that you are time conscious. You know, you're making sure that you give time to the different things that are important to you. And you are, number 4 is that you're inspired and enthusiastic. And with that, you have energy and confidence to do and be and have. And you might be researching what you're doing or talking to people about what you're doing. You know, it's in your language, it's in what you're doing. It's just obvious. This is overflowing. You're enthusiastic about it. Which leads on to being number 5, which is to radiate and magnetize. And you just are attractive because you're in your own self, and you are cleverly connecting to people. Just because you're attractive, people want to know you, they want to get to find out what you're about. And because you're magnetic, you're attracting opportunities that you wouldn't have had otherwise if you were shrinking. And also number 6, you're inner directed. And this is where I want to just say about the internal part and not the external part. So here's the definition that I have about inspiration and motivation. Because I used to say, I want to motivate people. And somebody went, no, 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 you don't want to do that. And I was like, oh, I thought I'd just come up with this thing, I want to motivate. And you know, isn't that what we all want to do? No, you want to inspire people, because inspiration in Spiritu comes from within. It's from spirit, and it comes from here and it comes out. It's something that you do. It's an internal drive that you must do it. No one needs to tell you to get up in the morning to do it. You just do it. Whereas if you're motivated, it's a push. Somebody's coming and pushing you to do something. And it's a lot harder because it's not coming from your heart. So inspiration rather than motivation is one of the key pieces here. Okay? The last one, 7, is balance and flow. And the idea is that you have your up and active time, but you also have the downtime where you can relax and regenerate, look after yourself, do things that nurture and support yourself. Because that sometimes gets missed off on this amazing list of all these things, and you really need that time to regenerate. So, so who's been doing some of these ever? Has any of them done all of these? Yay! All at the same time? Yay! And when you do it all at the same time, you suddenly have this amazing sort of feeling that there's buoyancy and anything's possible in your world. And I think that, you know, I can safely say I do most of the time I'm doing most of these, but not all the time and not all of them. So it's a constant sort of dance to try and get you going, because we're not always capable of shining. When we're shining, we feel it. We feel completely attached to ourselves, and we know we're in our essence, right? But it's not so easy to do all the time.